Hi everyone, just a quick video here which I don't know if you will be able to see the difference, but I do. I was shooting a wedding of a friend of mine from school. Actually, an ex-girlfriend of mine. Oh yes, I was 11, she was 12. Good times. And she was getting married down in England, and it was gorgeous sunshine. I'll do some more videos on the photos and certain types of shots, which I think would be quite good for you to all incorporate into your own photography. However, what I wanted to look at here is I edited a photo of the bride and her bridesmaid on my computer in Lightroom, and I thought that's really nice. Exported it and sent it as a quick email to the bride. Say, look, here's a cute picture of you and your bridesmaid. Also, an ex-girlfriend. Oh yes. Not many times in my life I'm ever going to be able to say that. Both of them exes. Okay, exes. Anyway, so that was very nice. But they've put it on Facebook, and when I saw it come up on Facebook, I was like, oh, that's not exactly the colours which I had in my on my screen whenever I sent it. It's like, is this a different photo? I don't know. So I've quickly got them side by side. And okay, whenever you export an image and whenever you send it through the internet, it obviously degrades a little bit. The quality, something is taken away. But I personally myself, I've never really noticed the difference. What I have always noticed, whenever I do, for example, whenever I've printed one of my books or one of my albums, I always find that the colours in this are exactly what come out as the colours which are on my screen and that come out from Lightroom. So I'm always very impressed with what Blurb do, printing wise, from what I see on my screen, colours, vibrancy and all that kind of stuff. Bringing that into Facebook, obviously there's the email to the bride, and the bride sent it to the bridesmaid, and the bridesmaids added it onto Facebook, and there's also been lots of compression, but I'm surprised by how much it's really changed the image. Now, if we zoom in on this, let's just get these two photos as close to each other as possible. In fact, I'll just bring them over each other there. Okay, I can't quite get exactly the same sizes here because it's obviously been squeezed down. But if we're looking at this, obviously in this one I can zoom in a lot more. But I'm going for the not zoomed in. I'm just going for how I see on the screen. On Facebook, there's a lot of saturation taken away. There's also a lot of warmth taken away as well. For example, here the bridesmaid is looking kind of grey, and that when I first looked at it, I was like, oh my god, there's a lot more kind of green, light greens in the skin tones going on. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to re-edit this photo. I'm like, that's not the colour that it was meant to be. And the bride herself looks really desaturated. On the actual image which I edited, you can see much warmer skin tones going on here. Even looking at the hair is much more. It's got a golden colour to it here. Meanwhile, in Cheska's hair in the Facebook upload, it looks almost a little bit more grey. Same with Barbara's hair as well. There's here it's a kind of golden colour. Over on Facebook, it's been desaturated a good bit. If we look at the other things in the image, for example, the tree in the background. Okay, nobody really cares about the tree in the background, that's true. But here it's a really vibrant green going on, and it's a darker blacks. The blacks are darker. Meanwhile here, it's a much kind of lighter, faded green, and the darks are less dark here, which I was quite surprised about. Let's see other bits, like things that won't change are stuff like the sharpness. Well, it shouldn't be. Well, at this size, you can't really see that. The bokeh in the background, that's not going to change. But in terms of the detail which you can see in the dress, again, this might not be coming up on this video because it's a recording and it's uploading to YouTube and all that stuff. But yeah, I was quite surprised by that. So what I would say is that if professionally you're taking photos of certain things, I think you're going to have to figure out a Facebook preset. A Facebook preset upload setting. And what I think it will be is stronger contrast and stronger saturation. Like, you're going to have to, what you would pump out for printing an actual photo or an album or a book, you would have it as exactly as you want it on the screen. However, I would say you may need to make a second copy if you're sending it to people that are going to be putting it onto Facebook so that it looks closer to what it is. But for me, I think I definitely need to bring up the white balance so it's warmer than it actually is. So to the point where I'd be looking at my screen going, that's too warm. And the saturation, maybe not the saturation, but the vibrancy definitely up by about an extra 20, I think, there. So yeah, I just wonder if any of you guys have noticed that. Well, obviously everyone's noticed that. It's like, oh, because everyone puts stuff on Facebook, goes, oh, it's not as good as it actually is. And I've always gone, yeah, whatever, it's the same thing. But in terms of wedding stuff, I definitely want my images to go on the internet looking how I want them to look. You know, if it's a landscape or if it's a dog jumping over a park or if it's a pretty animal or something, I don't really care. But with the wedding photos, they are important photos. Portfolio stuff that you really want it so that what other people see, they see it how you wanted it to be seen, not like here, desaturated, slightly greener colour. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. And once I do, I will let you all know what it is. If any of you already have tips of how much extra saturation or how much extra clarity or contrast you add, put your information down below. Okay, thanks a lot everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.